how to present oneself for an interview, and what are all the do's and don'ts of a virtual interview. Though virtual interviews have a lot of plus points, that is, we can take that interview in the comfort of our home, it has one major drawback as well. We have to take up that interview in a proper way among all the chaos of our house. So, how to crack a virtual interview? First thing is set an intention. For example, if your interview is at 11 a.m., sit in a quiet place and think about what are all the skills you have gained so far, what are all the things you are really good at, what are all the things you can showcase during this interview. If we can set that intention, believe me, you can project your skills, verbalize all those in a much better way. And many a times, before we sit for an interview, all we have is self-doubt, anxiety, and fear. If you are someone who have had all these emotions, let me tell you, it is completely normal. You are not the first person who has all these feelings. You are not going to be the last person to have all this. It's completely normal. And even with all those emotions, you can still do very well in your interview. Whenever I feel scared or anxious, I use the simple technique. I just visualize the best possible scenario which can happen during that interview. I just think about how confident I'm going to be, how well I'm able to build the connection with the interviewer. The moment we see that image in our mind, we are focusing our energy in the right place. And where energy goes, result shows. Always focus your energy on whatever things you need, not whatever things you don't want. Next is setting up a proper interview environment. This is very, very normal. Why are you telling this point? Because there are several incidents wherein we may be just sitting in our living room couch, and the room may not be well lit, the room may not be organized. The interviewer is going to evaluate not just by the way you talk. We are going to see your behavior, your attitude, how well you are and how good you are. In order to do that, if they have to do that, we have to show all the positive evidences. It is always professional. So it is 100% needed to sit in a well-lit room, organized, and somewhere there is not much noise, so that you can concentrate on interview and you can give a chance to the interviewer to see what you're capable of. Plan for family interruptions. This happens mostly with women. Whatever we do, whatever planning, in spite of all the planning, there will be somebody from our family, our children or our husband, coming and knocking and asking for some doubts, telling that somebody has come up. So if you are attending an interview and if you are trying to talk with somebody else, then it is not professional at all. Already for work from home opportunities, many people worry whether you will be accountable, whether this flexible opportunity can give best results. If we cannot create that professional environment even for that 1 hour of interview, how are we going to create that environment for 8 hours? So it's important to show accountability, it's important to show professional behavior. So make whatever arrangements that has to be done so that your family is taken care of, your children is taken care of. Prepare technologically and emotionally. Most of the virtual interviews happens through Zoom or Teams. So get a hold of it, understand how it works, and learn to present your screen and explore all the options much before the interview. If you are a woman who is watching this interview, then I'm very sure that you would have prepared a lot, because as women, this is one of our biggest assets. Let us use it for our good. And it is better to sit for the interview at least 10 minutes prior, dress well, have that little smile, be professional, sit straight, keep your hands in a place where people can see it. Make it much more presentable, will help the interviewer to understand all these things. Believe me, body language and how you present yourself has more to do before even we start talking. And then during the interview, start with a greeting, have a good smile, answer the questions with 100% transparency, show who you are. If there are any tough questions, it's okay. Take some time and answer with confidence. The person who is going to interview is not just going to see your resume and look for perfect answers. They are going to see how confident we are, how much we can learn, how adaptable we are, and how accountable we are. Once the interview is done, end it with gratitude. It's okay to ask for feedback, and it's okay to ask what is the next step. Many people again shy away from asking these questions, thinking that the interviewer may not answer. Most of the interviewers are ready to answer and they are ready to be transparent as well. So it's okay to ask for some follow-up questions, and it's okay to ask about the next steps. Once everything is done, go back and send a thank you note, which will create a much more positive impression on you. The formula is if you keep on and keeping on, you will find a way.